Let's go. My goodness. My goodness, bro. Can't believe it, brother. Ooh. Here it is. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's make all the money immediately, brother. I don't even know what to say, bro. Give me once. I'm at a loss of words right now, brother. Oh my God, bro. Guys, I'm not gonna be the only one to tell you this today, but guess what? It's over. It's over. Breaking. The SEC officially drops Ripple XRP lawsuit now. I got into a position literally right now. I 259. I think there's gonna be a lot of volatility right now. Everybody, are you ready? I got money right now ready to spend. I'm gonna be buying everything right now, guys. Sorry, it's just too early right now. It's like I literally just woke up minutes ago. Let's watch this immediately right now. Everybody, welcome back. The lawsuit is over. The lawsuit is over. Welcome. The lawsuit is over. The lawsuit is over. I need to buy all XRP immediately right now. I need to do so many things right now. Guys, I give you Brad Garlinghouse. Welcome. Good morning. Today is FOMC meeting. Today, the lawsuit is over. Wow. Wow, guys. Welcome, fam.
No, just over 4 years ago, the United States SEC filed its lawsuit against Ripple. I'm finally able to announce that this case has ended. It's over. Sitting here today and reflecting on 4 years ago, it seems very clear to me that this case was doomed from the start. In so many ways, it was the first major shot fired in the war on crypto. I truly felt like I knew then that Ripple was not only on the right side of the law, but I felt that we were also going to be proven to be on the right side of history.
It really, I think, sends an ominous sign for innovation around cryptocurrency in the United States. Picking winners in general has not been something the US government should be in the business of doing.
I think the judge realizes this is not just about Ripple. This will have broader implications. As Mary Jo White, the former head of the SEC, has said publicly that she views this as a dead wrong, and the SEC is dead wrong on this decision.
Ripple is the first company with the resources, determination, and grit to fight back against the agency's overreach. And today, this journey finally concludes. Today is a victory and a long overdue surrender by the SEC. The SEC, under Chairman Gary Gensler, went after the whole industry, using the same arguments they used against us. They weren't out to protect investors. They were out to intimidate and terrorize. The regulator, whose primary purpose is to protect investors, went all in on a non-fraud, victimless lawsuit and wiped out $15 billion of value from innocent XRP holders. The SEC was the market manipulator. The SEC wasn't seeking justice. They were seeking to win a case at any cost. Forces inside our government aligned with the SEC and embarked on a campaign of debanking anyone associated with the crypto industry. This was lawfare, a war of legal terror. Fortunately, the judge rebuked the SEC multiple times in this journey. First, for lacking a, quote, faithful allegiance to the law. The SEC was sanctioned in our case for discovery abuses, and the pattern was repeated in other crypto cases.
Well, let's just say they're trying to confuse you.
We won then on every critical legal point, proving that the digital asset XRP is not a security. That is now the law, And those wins have laid the groundwork for policymakers to adopt a set of rules for crypto that are in line with nearly a century of securities law. With today's news, the war on crypto has ended in defeat for those who turned our own government against a technology and an entire industry. I'm heartened that we have paved the way for other industry players to see the value in not backing down, and for others to use our legal playbook to fight back. We are now closing a chapter in crypto history. I think we are all stronger for our prior litigation successes and today's landmark victory. Progress is worth fighting for. We won multiple pro-crypto victories at the ballot box last year. It's time to make the US the crypto capital of the world. Thankfully, we have new leadership in executive and legislative branches of our government. That leadership is actively seeking a rational and constructive way forward on crypto. Let's make the most of this. This is an incredibly promising moment. Let's come together. Let's leave the tribalism behind. But let me make it clearer that my main message, what Ripple's main message today, is about gratitude. It's gratitude to everyone who stood by us, to every Ripple employee, to the incredible legal team here at Ripple, led by the best chief legal officer in the business, Stu Alderodi. Gratitude certainly to the XRP family, to our customers, to our partners. Thank you. We couldn't have won this battle without all of you being behind us and working together. I truly believe we all agree there's immense opportunity with the largest economy in the world finally taking a pro-crypto and pro-innovation approach to build this technology in order to solve real-world problems for people around the planet. This was a fight Ripple never wanted, but one we knew we had to win. And today, emphatically, we have. Thank you.
Everybody, good morning, guys. Oscar here live with you. Drop a like, fam. Immediately subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Alerts are on. The XRP Ripple case. It's over. I cannot believe it. I mean, I literally woke up and I was like, okay, let me just check a few stuff. And I just see a green candle. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Guys, I'm buying right now, BTCC right now. I'm just opening everything right now. So I need to buy right now. I am doing it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'll do 25 right now. 25. Let's go ahead and do, guys. Do you, of course. I mean, do you? But I need to get in before this thing actually sends massively. Which it did, and I probably is gonna go again. My take 242. No, I think that's too much. Let's do a decent 15x. I'll take a 15x. Wait. Okay, USDT. Perfect. It's a little complicated, but should all be fine. 238. I'll take 238. No, I just don't want to get liquidated. Okay, 13x. I'll do 13x. Need to change this again. Perfect. There you go. All right. There you go. I'm in. I have two long positions right now. One when I literally woke up. And right now I open up a new one. It's just barely new. It's fairly new. Liquidation stays. Stop loss stays. Guys. Woo, okay, it's risky because we still have to hear from the FOMC, but I'm gonna be looking at my positions right now. I just want to make sure that I am doing, the proactive thing because it's a beautiful day today for everybody right now. I'm looking at this, so I should be fine. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. Let's go ahead and take a look at everything today. This is Stuart. Ripple moves forward, stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. This landmark case set a precedent for domestic crypto industry with the SEC dropping its appeal. Ripple is now the driver's seat and will evaluate how the best pursue of our cross appeal. Regardless, today is the day to celebrate history, which is really, really, really nice. Would you take a look at that, man? Everybody right now, it's in their head saying, wow, it's actually gone. Yes, it is. And we have this one that we're going to enjoy. You and I, we're going to enjoy pretty nicely soon today. So get ready for that. Wow, man. That's Brad. What we saw, guys. Welcome to the 2,000 people coming in. I do. Everybody, how we doing, man? Great day, of course. Phenomenal day, I think, for everybody holding XRP. Yeah. Look at this. Let's go and see. Take a look at Johnny Deaton. There it is. Oh, man. There it is. So, whoo, man, crazy stuff. I'll tell you right now, crazy stuff. I'm going to go ahead and change a few things here, making sure that we are set to go. Mostly what I've done right now, guys, is buying a bunch of spot trading XRP, right? Mostly my strategy is accumulating more and more and more XRP. That is going to be my strategy all over the place because things are going to get super crazy today when it comes to volatility. And I don't want to risk more than I can afford swallowing in this case. So I'm adding more to my XRP bags because now with the Ripple case over, we're going to start having all the ETFs drop one by one, and BlackRock surely is about to come. Surely is about to come. The nation is here in the house. Don't you know? Pump it up. Let's go, everybody. Absolutely 100%. How we guys feeling? I want to take a look at the comments right now. You know, there's obviously a lot of speculation. There's going to be a lot of videos today. There's going to be a lot of takes today. I just want to make sure that I'm prepared, and we want to see all the money that we can really make because check this out. From 232 to 259, we just did an 11% pump. You think 11% pump is everything that we're going to go up? I don't think so. I don't think so. I remain bullish, guys. I remain bullish that we can do even higher things. $5 minimum now. $5 minimum now. Has to happen. It's coming in. It's coming in. We're here, pretty much ready. Taking a look at all my. What's up, man? Good to see you guys. Stablecoin bill, it's true. I'll look at all those emails. Crypto Freedom Day should be declared. What the price you're buying right now? I bought in. What was it, like 240 something? In the 240s. I bought everything I bought in the 240s right now. Everything. All my positions, I think on BingX, I did it much earlier on BingX. So I was able to, you know, get even much more XRP at a cheaper price. Yeah, I got like $2,500 of XRP. Just literally when I saw the news, I'm like, I'm going in. I don't care, you know, just going in. Let me take a look at the whole market right now because obviously for clear reasons, there's going to be one major winner today. Oh, wow. It's not XRP. Look at that. In the last 1 hour, okay, in the last 1 hour, it's going to be XRP right now with 6.54% XRP. There it is. Right now, there's a bunch of sell-offs too happening. Like people are dropping all of their positions right now. Why? Only you know. People right now are saying, that's a great opportunity to sell. Let's sell it. Okay, 30. So at this level right here, more or less. That's me. Perfect. We're going to put this one. All right. I mean, it's risky, but I mean, the Ripple case just got over. I mean, come on. Let's pump it up. Come on, whales. Come on, whales. I know you want to do this, whales. Planets in the house. What's up, buddy? Welcome. Can whales for once help us pump it and not just dump it? I mean, we got an immediate pump, obviously, which is really, really, really nice. Right? I'm just laser focused right now on some. I mean, I'm glad that I had way more to add for my spot trading. So my spot trading looks phenomenal. Let me take a look at that spot trading here. There it is. Beautiful. Okay, man. Okay. We're looking good. We're looking good. We're looking good. We got to make some money, guys. Paying yourself. That's the key here. That's the key. Put it right there. Woo! At what price you want to take profit? I mean, someone's asking. Not anywhere at this level, bro. I mean, we gotta pass the $3 easy right now. Gotta pass the $3, everybody. That's for sure. There it is, fam. There it is. There it is. Okay. The SEC has apparently dropped its appeal, but we don't know if Ripple agreed to the same. This means as far as negative outcomes, the judgment from Judge Torres is the worst outcome. The judgment from Judge Torres is the worst. It can get paid $125 million plus. There are 4 possibilities left. We're getting this comment a few minutes ago. The Ripple continues its appeal. The Ripple agrees to drop its appeal. The Ripple agrees to drop its appeal. And the Ripple just pays $125 million and moves on. That's all, folks. There's going to be, I think today is going to be FOMC and XRP 100%. That's all what people are going to care about, right? But I go with the breaking news, and it really helps for a lot of people to start entering XRP. But more than us retail guys, institutions for sure. I think institutions are going to be looking at this position and saying, I think it's time, man. It's time for us to really make some decent cash and have XRP well past $3 minimum, guys. I'm holding to my position right now. Come on, pump, baby. Don't make me regret it. I know I'm not doing something terrible right now by opening some long positions, bro. But we got to be well past 250. I mean, easy, bro. Easy, man. Okay, taking a look at the comments right now. What's up, guys? We're 3,000 people right now. Why aren't we pumping hard? We did just a couple minutes ago, but obviously I think people immediately just try to get all of their money out. Let me go ahead and get the volume right here. There it is. In the 1 hour right here, let me bring the RSI. I mean, we're barely getting, overbought, so it's not really that significant. We can totally pass much higher levels. It could also be that it's too early, literally too early for a lot of people. So people are barely seeing this. So don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Not to worry right here. I just put the kids in the bus. What's going on? What's up, man? Tools in the house. It's over, brother. The Ripple case, it's gone. And I think a lot of people are going to be very happy. Look at that. I knew it. A lot of things are happening today. I knew it. He was gonna do one. Guys, we got a bunch of great news today. Let's go. Ooh. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. And don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Brothers and sisters, the case is gone. So you better be bullish. Oh, there's the green. There's my green. Come on, man. The people want pump. Give it to them. The people want pump. Give it to them, brother. Pump it up 100%, brother. Oh, bro, I literally just, I've been drinking this. I mean, I haven't eaten anything, bro, because I was just rushing, running, and sprinting to get more XRP. I literally just bought $10,000 worth of XRP. Was that a good decision, guys? Let me hear it. Let me hear it in the chat right now. I literally just bought $10,000 worth of XRP. That's how much money I had on the side as I woke up. I'm like, we'll see what happens today at the FOMC meeting. I'm like, let's freaking go, guys. Let's freaking go. $10,000 XRP. Yes or yes, everybody? Yes or yes? Can't believe it, man. I mean, I had to, right? I had to, bro. I mean, now, out of those 10,000, over 6,000 went to spot trading, right? So to everybody watching, why, Oscar? Why not everything to spot trading? Because I'm taking the risk to make more money with the 4,000 that I put in on futures, right? Can I get liquidated? Well, of course, you can always get liquidated. But if the price, like right now, breaks to the 260, I'm golden, bro. Tora Chan, yeah, I know it's not pumping that much. I get it. I know, but it could. It most definitely can right now. You see? Question in the chat. What? Because, guys, I mean, what people care the most today? We got FOMC. We got Ripple, XRP case. We got Bitcoin, and we got what else, man? Just those two. There you go. Let's just get one question right here while I think about something else. Woo! Okay, let me show you something. It's 1%. It was negative 30% a few minutes ago. It was negative 30%. Now it's 1%. You see? Oh boy. Come on, baby. Ooh. We're in the positive now. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Come on, baby. If I'm above 250, we're making money, brother. We're making money. Come on, everybody. Give us some cash that we most definitely needed right now. Shout out to the clans that doubted us. XRP alerts, thank you. It just reminded me of something right now. Well, my haters, how are you feeling now? How are you feeling now, my haters? Doing this for the people. I had no clue when the case was going to be gone, but we just had a nice pump. And do you think that's over? Do you think that's how far we're going to go today? No, brothers. But anyway, to the people that obviously are only here to see the worst in life, I hope that you guys find peace, because this is the barely beginning, man, to make a lot of money with XRP. It's true. It's true. Just the beginning, guys. So join us. Join us now. 5%. The money starts rolling in. $200. The money starts rolling in. Guys, click the first link down below immediately right now, or the first link in the chat. Join me on BTCC, fam. Let me show you what I'm doing right now. Let me show you. Oh! Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, and don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, and don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Let's make money, man. That's what I'm talking about. $300 immediately, brother. There it is. There it is, bro. Easy money. Easy money because we follow the trends. Praise the Lord God Almighty. I woke up early today because I've been waking up kind of like late, closer to 10 Central Time. But I don't know, today I was just like woke up and I'm like, oh, why? I wanted to sleep. I grab my phone, go to X, and I see that beautiful tweet by Watch Guru. Ripple case over. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna go to sleep anymore. I think I should just leave that right there. So you see what your boy Oscar with a 13x. Now, I could have done a 20. I could have done a 50 or so, but I already know the whales were trying to liquidate all of us. I'm not risking my money. I don't mind not making the 100x or so. I don't mind it, bro. All right? I don't mind it. But 13x, $400 like this. I could close and I'm already made $400. You see, guys? And this is BTCC, by the way. This is BTCC. I'm showing you. I like when I'm telling you, hey guys, come to BTCC, make some great money. You know, start trading. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. So we went to 259. You guys think we're gonna stop at right here at 259? You guys, I mean, you guys think that that's it? That was it? Obviously not, bro. Obviously not. We're gonna go much higher. This is the first step in the right direction. The second one is gonna be all the ETFs and BlackRock and more. It's true. It's true. It's gonna drop hard. Oscars sell on top of what you already bought. Seriously. Today is going to be a really crazy day when it comes to the FOMC. I understand that 100%, but I think with the news that we got today, we have a chance to keep up higher than 231 level, honestly. There's only one way to find out, bro, and I'm taking the risk, and I'm literally showing everybody my entries. When you ask me to be transparent, here it is. You see? Fam, happy to have you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think right now, fam. We're just chilling today. We're literally just chilling. We just watched the video. I'll go ahead and play it again for some people that are new here. It's time to make money, man, for sure. Do not congratulate ourselves on the Judge Torres had 100% removed. Well, it's coming, of course. I get it, but I think it's coming. Once, I mean, it's became official news right now. Am I gonna wait until the last confirmation that the Ripple case is over? Or like I already knew before this that it was gonna be gone, right? We already knew the case was gonna be ashes. Today's confirmation. You think I'm gonna wait to the last person to tell me that it's over to buy? If you want to do that, be my guest. It's your money. It's your money for sure. But no, man, no. I'm good. That candle looks beautiful. You're seeing that live, brother. You're seeing that live. You're looking at the 5 minutes right now. I got the 15 minutes right here. I'm just happy that, you know, I don't really want to close any positions longs right now. I just want to let it take its time. But I mean, I could and I would be able to close just in case I don't want to, you know, get liquidated, of course. I think people know that. We don't want to get liquidated today. Let me see how my big exposition is doing too, because I bought it much earlier. Oh, look at that beautiful thing. So far, we are like $1,000 in green with futures right now. Praise the Lord God Almighty. You see, that's what I'm talking about, man. This one is a 15x. I open it at 245. 245. So 400 plus like 500, close to 1,000 futures. Good stuff. Good stuff. I love future, bro. What's up, Peter? Expecting the Fed to hold rates today, which could help with the rise. Yeah, somewhat, bro. Somewhat. Based on my sources and based on my experience, today the FOMC meeting was somewhat of a hawkish day for crypto, meaning bearish day for crypto. But I think everything has changed right now with this news, bro. John 316 in the house. What's up, buddy? Welcome. Happy to see you, bro. XRP to the moon. I don't see any other way right now. XRP to the moon. Putting my glasses right here. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, drop a like, fam. Consider subscribing to the channel. Oscar here, ready to make more money. I'm watching my long positions. You know, I'm always ready to close them to save my money. There's no problem with that. But the reason why I open them is because I want to take a risk, right? I want to take a risk. I want to make sure that I'm buying before, we actually go ballistic, There's not going to be a lot of people. Let me tell you something. Right now, there's going to be a lot of people that the only thing they see is exit, exit, exit. That's why we see the red candles. But it's a Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday today. It's beautiful Wednesday today. So it's still too early. Our friends in Asia are waking up too. Wait. No, they're actually going to sleep now. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and refresh this. See what we find. XRP ETF booming coming 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%, bro. 100%. Grayscale might be the first one. Bitwise. And one after the other, 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 after the other. Guys, let me show you something. Oh, no, it's in my bookmarks. All of them will be released. All of them are coming soon to get approved. All of them. Guess where the price could go? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. The price for sure is going to go much higher, guys. But it's XRP. Oh, wait. How close are we to pass Ethereum now? Guys, Ethereum is shaking right now. Oh, it's above 2,000. Not bad. $100 billion away to pass Ethereum right now. $100 billion away to pass Ethereum. I'm so ready, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. And don't you know, pump it up. Everybody is here chatting with us. That's what I'm talking about. With the news that we just received, there's a big chance, fam. There's a second spot place for XRP now. They're coming, man. They're not coming super strongly for sure. XRP supported 2 6 times since November. It's nice support levels being held so far. But it can be a major bull trap leading into a bear market for those who don't sell the last top opportunity. Planets. Dude. Sometimes news too good. You think so? Let's go ahead and play this one because sure a lot of people are getting ready and excited for this. Brad Garlinghouse right now is at the Digital Asset Summit 2025 in New York. So that's him. Probably breaking the news that the case is over. Finally, they came to an agreement, which is really nice. Happened to be in New York at the blockchain, Blockworks, where Brad Garlinghouse just got off the stage. Great news for crypto community that experienced government outreach and regulatory capture for more than any other to name space 30. That's nice, man. Let's go ahead and play this beauty out so more people, now that we have more people here in the house, everybody understands what just happened. Guys, very happy to give you this one. It's exactly what happened, in the words of Brad Garlinghouse.
Just over 4 years ago, the United States SEC filed its lawsuit against Ripple. I'm finally able to announce that this case has ended. It's over. Sitting here today and reflecting on 4 years ago, it seems very clear to me that this case was doomed from the start. In so many ways, it was the first major shot fired in the war on crypto. I truly felt like I knew then that Ripple was not only on the right side of the law, but I felt that we were also going to be proven to be on the right side of history.
It really, I think, sends an ominous sign for innovation around cryptocurrency in the United States. Picking winners in general has not been something the U.S. government should be in the business of doing.
I think the judge realizes this is not just about Ripple. This will have broader implications. As Mary Jo White, the former head of the SEC, has said publicly that she views this as a dead wrong, and the SEC is dead wrong on this decision.
Ripple is the first company with the resources, determination, and grit to fight back against the agency's overreach. And today, this journey finally concludes. Today is a victory and a long overdue surrender by the SEC. The SEC, under Chairman Gary Gensler, went after the whole industry, using the same arguments they used against us. They weren't out to protect investors. They were out to intimidate and terrorize. The regulator, whose primary purpose is to protect investors, went all in on a non-fraud, victimless lawsuit and wiped out $15 billion of value from innocent XRP holders. The SEC was the market manipulator. The SEC wasn't seeking justice. They were seeking to win a case at any cost. Forces inside our government aligned with the SEC and embarked on a campaign of debanking anyone associated with the crypto industry. This was lawfare, a war of legal terror. Fortunately, the judge rebuked the SEC multiple times in this journey. First, for lacking a, quote, faithful allegiance to the law. The SEC was sanctioned in our case for discovery abuses, and the pattern was repeated in other crypto cases.
Well, let's just say they're trying to confuse you.
We won then on every critical legal point, proving that the digital asset XRP is not a security. That is now the law. And those wins have laid the groundwork for policymakers to adopt a set of rules for crypto that are in line with nearly a century of securities law. With today's news, the war on crypto has ended in defeat for those who turned our own government against a technology and an entire industry. I'm heartened that we have paved the way for other industry players to see the value in not backing down, and for others to use our legal playbook to fight back. We are now closing a chapter in crypto history. I think we are all stronger for our prior litigation successes and today's landmark victory. Progress is worth fighting for. We won multiple pro-crypto victories at the ballot box last year. It's time to make the US the crypto capital of the world. Thankfully, we have new leadership in executive and legislative branches of our government. That leadership is actively seeking a rational and constructive way forward on crypto. Let's make the most of this. This is an incredibly promising moment. Let's come together. Let's leave the tribalism behind. Let me make it clearer that my main message, what Ripple's main message today, is about gratitude. It's gratitude to everyone who stood by us, to every Ripple employee, to the incredible legal team here at Ripple, led by the best chief legal officer in the business, Stu Alderodi. Gratitude certainly to the XRP family, to our customers, to our partners. Thank you. We couldn't have won this battle without all of you being behind us and working together. I truly believe we all agree there's immense opportunity with the largest economy in the world finally taking a pro-crypto and pro-innovation approach to build this technology in order to solve real-world problems for people around the planet. This was a fight Ripple never wanted, but one we knew we had to win. And today, emphatically, we have. Thank you.
And let the pump begin. What's up, everybody? I know it's been a couple of minutes right now, but I mean, it's still, my mind is getting connected to what's going on so far. Look at that beauty pump. Drop a like, fam. Consider subscribing to the channel and turn on those notification bells. If you want to make some money, you're watching us right now from all over the world because we've been here in the blood on the streets, in the boring on the streets, in the pump on the streets. We've been here every step of the way, And we thank you for your preference. We thank you so much, guys. And right now, it is my pleasure to tell you that Oscar Ramos is now almost $1,000 up. Oh, there it is. In my position that I opened because I believed, regardless of the manipulation, we're up, guys. Making the cash. We knew it. We knew it was going to happen, fam. I'm new to XRP. Hypothetically, not financial advice. Should I buy now or after 2 p.m.? Hi, what's up, love? Do as you please, brother. I cannot give you financial advice, but I just bought as soon as I woke up. As I told everybody, I deployed $10,000 right now. Is that a lot of money? For some people it is. For some people it is not. But I just bought $10,000 extra. Everything to XRP right now. Literally everything. And in all that money, I'm making money right now. In all that, I'm up right now. I'm up. That is a great achievement, guys. What's up, DJ? Pump that up 100%, brother. 100%. Ah, man, look, this is music to my ears because it means that I'm not going to get liquidated and I just want to let it go. Leave, go, make me more money. Go. Just go ahead. That's what I want. Look at that beauty. My position started at 249. 249, man. So as long as we are past 250, Oscar Ramos is making cash. Love it, man. Join me on BTCC, guys. First link down below. Start trading, fam. The time is now. The time is now for sure. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Ooh, there's a lot of people sharing and commenting. I love it, guys. Things are going to get much better. We still have some XRP haters, by the way. We still have some XRP, Bitcoiners who are not going to believe it. Bingo. So this happened. You remember what we told you. You know what Eleanor said to all of us last week. You remember we covered this a lot, that the Ripple case was in the soon of wrapping up and over in a few days from now or soon from now. And we bought that. We came together and we stayed at the 220s for a while. And today, boom. Wow, 256. Do I have any more money to spend? Let me see. I mean, I just knew that I had my Big X and I have my BTCC, but I think that's all I have. Oh, baby, send it to the freaking moon. Yes. Let's go to fun. Yeah, I already used all my money on that. Futures. Yes, I'm already up. Yeah, I have no more cash in hand right now because everything just went to XRP. $1,200, guys. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. What's up, Mohammed? Happy to see you, buddy. Welcome, welcome. Indiana in the house. Let's go, bro. Char looking healthy. Okay. Should we close now with $1,400 profit? Should we close now? Yes or no? Want to see those comments in the house. Oh man, a lot of people. The reason why I'm asking that is because there's new investors watching, right? Typically, if you want or need the money, you will close and say, okay, I'm out. But because of what just happened and where we're heading, that is what I wanted so bad for so many years, which is a winning position before a mega massive pump. That's what I wanted for a long time. So I'm not closing it. I'm not closing it. Under $3, not a chance. Not a chance. Moonshot. Brother, we're actually making pretty decent cash now. Wow. Dungeon, pump it up. You got to pump it up in Dungeon. We got 5,000 people. How's it going, everybody? Happy to see you guys. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's continue on seeing. I need to have some boys left for later today, which I just remember. Man, this is incredible, brother. XRP case dropped. Indeed, bro. 256 right now. Look at that. That's an X right now, 255. I'm not selling too much ahead. 100%, Frank. It's true. It's true. Ari, what's up, buddy? Happy to see you. You missed me? I was buying, selling my house to buy more XRP. What's up, Harry? Nice to have you, brother. Nice to have you. You know, so many of us who went through hell to see what's happening right now on the screen, and well, I think it's time for us to really get paid off. XRP in all my charts right now has double-digit pumps. We're gonna be passing $3 super soon, guys. I'm just gonna tell you, super soon. That's kind of like what my intake is. Obviously, the question remains about the other part of the case, but it's current that the SEC believes the XRP passes the Ethereum decentralized test as it's trading today. Also for the SEC, how does it square the dual disclosure standard set by Judge Torres? I think we are seeing right now that there's, a lot of chatter as far as, just the last few details in that case, fam. But it is my expectations that we're going to be okay. We're going to be fine. It's all going to be just fine when it comes to the case. But it's always good to, understand that right now there's a lot of more people and institutions who are going to be looking at XRP finally and start buying it, right? That's true. Breaking news, indeed, breaking news. All the XRP ETFs are gonna get approved. I already know. We're going to Mars. So much higher indeed, brother. Indeed. That's what's happening today because a lot of people want to make some real good money. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that for sure. There's nothing that's cracking. Just posting that picture today. That's really nice. So all my crypto over the weekend with all the war and drama and bearishness and manipulation. I had 75K in XRP. I had to hurry up and send money back to Coinbase and couldn't send it, but 18K limit. Brother Patrick. Well, I mean, you do what you do, of course. Oscar, where does the 450 million sell of XRP, Ripple goes? Let's just say that if all the XRP ETFs get approved, once the price could see what price you see. What is this? Yeah, what price we could be seeing. I mean, that's hard to tell, bro, because I mean, at this point right now, anything can happen as far as the FOMC and news with the ETFs and BlackRock. I mean, BlackRock could be saying later this week that they're gonna be finally applying for for an ETF, and you know what's going to do to the price. You know what's going to do to the price. It's going to send it through the roof because it's BlackRock, man. It's BlackRock because I'm not waiting for BlackRock to come in to start getting my XRP, you see. I'm not waiting for BlackRock for sure. 148 billion right now. Let me go ahead and open up the coin perspective. Got it right here. Let's go ahead and do XRP, and then we are just 64% away. 64% away to pass Ethereum. We're going to be passing 200 billion by market cap in no time, you know. I'm pretty positive for sure. XRP is pumping. If Jerome gives us some good news later today, everything pumps 100%, Jason. That's the only thing that scares me today, the FOMC meeting. I told you yesterday in a video, guys, what the expectations are right now for today's meeting. So we already know that. But this is much bigger for us. I think so. This is way bigger for us, guys. So this is what it's looking so far with my position, right? It was, now it's 1,000 once again. Looking at about 29% in the positive, $1,000 in the green, which is really good. We want that. We want that a lot, right? Now XRP honestly can go much higher and just continue pumping because 259 was the pump from 229 to 259. That shouldn't be everything, 100%. We're gonna go much higher, fam. That's guaranteed. I'm just wanna know when are we gonna be passing that $3 mark, and that's it. You say, I'm really disappointing in XRP after this news. We only pumped by 30 cents. Well, the day is long, man. The day is long. This is still not over. I mean, it's barely happening, right? Our friends in Asia are barely, understanding what just happened. The day is going to be okay, guys. Plus, we also have FOMC, so that might be one way that people are not buying everything at this moment. I mean, I understand that too. 260 rejection, yes, indeed. That's why I have it right here. Seems that they don't really want to get him past 260. When was the last time that we were at 260? Let me check. Oh, it's been a while. First week of March, right here. So look at this. Beautiful green candle. It's been a while since we haven't had a green candle like that. So this was Trump posting on Truth Social right here. And this is the Ripple case news ending. Yeah, I was actually expecting a little bit more pump, to be honest with you. But I'm kind of happy that it's not mega pumping right now because I have a chance to buy more XRP at a cheaper price, at a cheaper cost. There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to go much higher, guys. So might as well get in the, at an undervalued position and you opening some futures like I just did, and then just sky's the limit. By the time it gets to $3, man, you can only imagine all the time and all the money that we're going to be putting ourselves to, right? Because right now there's a lot of longs going in for XRP. And some of them, they also want to get them liquidated, right? As of right now, look at this beautiful chart in the 15 minutes. It looks decent. It looks strong. I like it. We can continue going much higher. We can totally continue going much higher. This is my stop loss level. Stop loss level right there, which is good. Hi, Oscar, just crazy question. Do you think I should think about getting rid of Doge and buy XRP? Well, man, it's up to you, bro. I mean, I understand a lot of people are kind of like finding ways to buy more XRP and just be creative. Do as you please. Do what you want, right? Do what you want. Some other people say that it's because of the It's because of the FOMC. That could also be another reason, right? That why it's not mega actually super mega pumping. But like I tell you, fam, look, I'm getting ready for 3. I'm not looking at 2 right now. $2, bro. It's gonna be fine, bro. $2 is peanuts for XRP. We're gonna be past $3 in no time. Because I think people want to really see the $3 right now to call this a success. Why don't you prepare at the 250, and then once we're at $3, you're gonna be just super happy. Dropped all of my meme coins and plugged them into XRP last week. Use case in crypto is the future. Nola, good to see you and welcome, Nola. What is that? I cannot believe the notifications I'm getting, brother. This is it. The moment we've been waiting for. The SEC will drop its appeal, a resounding victory for crypto. Everything way you look at it right now. Future is bright. Let's build. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. And don't you know? Pump it up. Do you know what that means, fam? I'm gonna eat a steak before the FOMC. I gotta eat something really delicious to celebrate what just happened today. True. It's true. We gotta eat something delicious. I'm getting all kinds of notifications right now. It's crazy. My friends and everybody, all my community. Plus, my body knows that it's too early to. It's like telling me, hold on a second, bro. Hold on a second. There's the green once again. We're looking at a 1100 position, 1200 position. Get it, brother. Get it, get it, get it. Get that money. As long as, look, I mean, I'm already in the green. I'm like, whatever happens to XRP, I'm fine with it, you know? And I'm so happy I did it because I was like, should I just buy everything spot just in case? But I'm like, nah, let me take a risk today. I mean, it's too good to be. It's just, these are two good news, two very good news. Come on. Gotta be a little bit risky, you know? Never early for a stake. You know it, brother. Rebuy. Has to be a rebuy for sure. 100%, man. Baby, man. We're here, fam. We're here and not leaving. Of course. Sad to see all the scam XRP live streams on YouTube. So watch out to all my new investors, guys. Watch out with all the Ripple Bull Run, whatever XRP, you know, lives on YouTube. These are complete scams right here. So report them if you see them, because they're trying to prey on the new investors. Sad but true. It's true. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. And don't you know? Pump it up. There it is. Another green candle. Another green candle. There it is. Was nervous about my XRP holdings, but after watching your video, found out I'm outside the top 1%. Now this news has me ecstatic about the sacrifices I made. Nola, brother, thank you so much for the kind donation, and you know you're gonna be fine, man. You're gonna be just fine, bro. You're gonna be just fine, bro. The time right now is to be bullish. I mean, what else are we supposed to do other than to be bullish? We're so early, man. We're super early. Bro, I'm only here for the pump it up, son. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Brazilian steak. What's up, Cheaper? Nice to have you, brother. Welcome, welcome. Let's go XRP to $20, bro. I don't know what I'm supposed to do if XRP hits $20, guys. No. Too good to be true. Too good to be true. Too good to be true. So much higher. It's true. Yeah. There it is, fam. Massive altcoin season is coming, people are now saying. I just like how last week, kind of like everybody was like, it's over, guys. Nothing's going to happen. Bitcoin and things just changed so fast in crypto and altcoins, guys, that it's amazing. One of the reasons that we like crypto, it's super emotional trading, but it what happens. It is what it is. You just have to put yourself in a great position and then just start sending, That's the best opportunity for you and I. Welcome to all the new subscribers. How you doing, guys? Thank you so much for finding us. If you're enjoying the stream, it's early, it's and I need to get all of my routine, but I was like, let's just come here and have a great time, and it's time to be bullish. Hey, what's up, winners? Don't you know? Pump it up 100%, bro. People worry about buying at this price now. It shouldn't be. This is still the minuscule number where it's supposed to be, right? 100%. That's the way I see it too, bro. I think there's some of our XRP family that they kind of want to see the $3 right now without thinking that if you see $3 right now, you got to pay $3 for one XRP, bro. Do I want to pay $3 for one XRP? No. I want to have enough already by the time it's $3, It's $3 XRP, I mean, 50 cents higher, bro. It's more expensive. It's more expensive for sure. So right now, I'm just waiting to see, when that mega nice pump is going to also continue. Because it should be coming anytime now. As far as, we have some more breaking major news from other different asset managers, because they already knew in a way that things were going to be cooking. That's why they've been applying like crazy. They just want to be ready for retail who are, ready and able to go in and buy. Let's take a look at this. Perfect. 256 SRP. As long as you stay at 250s, we're making cash. We're making money, bro. What's up, Free J? Thank you so much for the kind donation. I appreciate that a lot. Welcome. Shalom from Israel. Pump it up. Hey, guys, what's up? Yeah, I'm already getting all this notifications. Oh, from my community. They're DMing me, man. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Okay, have you ever shared a Ken Clement prophecy from XRP like 2010? No, I don't know about that one, brother. Steve, welcome, buddy. I'm not sure about that one, too. Johnny Deaton. Let's go ahead and listen up to, to all different people right here. Relax with John Deaton. Why not?
Bullying tactics, saying we're going to go through your credit card statements. We're going to see what your wife is buying. It's all meant, trust me, I'm a former federal prosecutor. I know how these things are played to bully those folks. And that's why Judge Netburn said, no, you're not going there. You don't need to do it. So great news. I'll
Johnny
share
Deaton is a legend in the XRP fam.
But first,
lawyer.
I'm hoping I can
a bunch
talk
of people in the
Jeremy
Ripple
Hogan
case
into doing a video, because I know the XRP community would greatly appreciate it. So, Jeremy, you were in the trenches.
That's another lawyer too.
You were the first attorney to even comment on the case outside of me filing that writ of mandamus, and I think you covered that like days after I filed it. So let's get your just general reaction, sir.
Thanks, John. What a great day for XRP holders. I'm so happy for all of them. I'd also like to point out, and I'm sure you've heard this. You're probably getting tired of hearing it, John, but without you, I don't think we're in this position with the SEC dropping the appeal in the Ripple case. I really don't. You are a trial lawyer, and I think you realized early on that, judges are people. And, the Ripple lawyers were top-notch lawyers at big law firms making a lot of money, and they did a great job. But I think and we talked about this, a couple of years ago, they lacked that human touch that you brought in with your affidavits and the story of real XRP holders. And I think that is what, swayed the judge to rule the way she did, which then puts us in this position where, the SEC can drop its appeal and we still have a great judgment from Judge Torres that we can fall back on. So congratulations, XRP holders, and also congratulations.
That zero knowledge proofs provide.
Yeah, this technology has been discussed by the crypto industry.
Everybody's
for
happening.
decades,
Everything's
and
happening
Alex
right
and
now.
TK Sync are finally putting it into production. So
Also, fast solve
There it is.
that I feel like, how do we get trust? Where the rest of the world get?
I'm excited for the conversation. Great to be here with Brad. And
Let's go ahead and listen to the man right now. That's there's a live stream right now from Digital Asset Summit. Let's go ahead and bookmark this. And yeah, let's just enjoy, everybody. If you are here for XRP, for all things Ripple, there's a conversation happening, by Johnny Deaton live right now. And this happened just a couple hours ago too, live. So drop a like, fam, subscribe to the channel. Oscar here, bringing you all the breaking news. We're up in some great positions. We bought the dip, we bought the fear. And right now, let's go ahead and enjoy, guys. Any questions and comments, go ahead and do it. I'll see you in the comment box right here. Let's listen up to Brad Garlinghouse. This is what happened a couple minutes ago. This is not happening right now, but just happened a couple minutes ago.
And we have a breaking topic. So it's on Twitter, but this and with the time and give you a summary. There's an update to the appeal.
It's always good to make news while here at Digital Asset Summit. Just a few minutes ago, right before we walked up here, I posted on X that we can now announce that the SEC is no longer pursuing their appeal in the Ripple case. We're obviously, thank you. I've been
Should we get a standing,
Yeah.
little standing
This is
ovation?
good.
I
This
can
is
join
good.
your
This is
feet. This is
good.
a great
The
moment.
whole industry, this is a good thing.
Come on. Okay.
Look, it's been almost 4 years and about 3 months since the SEC originally sued us. Certainly a painful journey in lots of ways, but as we said then, two things I'll highlight from what we said then. I really deeply believed that we were going to be on the right side of the law and on the right side of history. It's something we said then, and it's something that I feel kind of vindicated looking at this now. The other thing I would say, which there's a video I posted on X a short while ago, and one of the things I point out is the system just feels broken that we had to fight this fight for the industry. And you had an SEC attacking the industry, and particularly in the Ripple case, there were no victims. There was no investor loss. This is not something where the SEC was like, oh, something bad happened. It was they were trying to bully. They were just not acting in good faith. And luckily, you did have courts rebuke them. But look, I also, this is a moment to celebrate. I think we as an industry on the other side of it, that's good for everybody involved. It's good for Blockworks. That's good for Bitwise. That's good for Ripple. And so I'm really happy about it.
Well, congratulations. I think you said it well. It feels like a victory for the industry and the beginning of a new chapter. Does it feel like a new chapter to you?
Oh my God. Well, I really do think the new chapter started with the reset at both at Congress and the executive branch, right? When Trump came in and nominated Paul Atkins, nominated Scott Bessent, brought on David Sachs. These are incredibly smart people who I think are taking pragmatic, smart looks at, we want this industry to thrive in the United States. I think you aren't as old as I am, but I've been around.
Same age.
But it's it's been such an interesting thing to watch how the internet's thriving in the United States has been a geopolitical benefit to the United States. And yet here's this industry that the United States SEC was fighting offshore, which is exactly the opposite of what we should have wanted to do on any level. And look, I hope that even those that have been anti-crypto have realized there's no reason to be anti-crypto. And you saw that impact a lot of elections. I tweeted out about a year ago that I thought Elizabeth Warren was going to lead the Democrats off a cliff. And I think that ended up being pretty prescient about, look, this Congress is definitely, on both sides of the aisle, is pro-innovation and pro-crypto. And so I think we will see a lot of activity, as even the last panel was talking about.
Yep, absolutely. So I want to ask you in that vein, you have been at Ripple now for 10 years?
Getting old. you and I joked backstage on Twitter, people like to put up photos comparing Brad at the beginning of Ripple, Brad current. Yeah, there's more gray hair.
Right, a bit more gray hair.
I want to tell those people, like, look, you have the government sue you and see what happens.
Right. A bit more gray hair, 10 years. So the question I want to ask you is, have things in the space gone faster or slower than you expected?
I mean, I would say yes. There's things that, had you told me, I had the pleasure of being at the crypto summit last couple weeks ago also. And again, the stark contrast of Ripple couldn't get a meeting with anybody at the White House over the last 4 years. And now we're invited in. And so in some ways, it's gone fast because I would not have predicted 10 years ago we'd be having crypto summits at the White House. I would not have predicted that we'd be over, I mean, I don't know what the market cap of everything, 3.x trillion. Those are things that I would not have predicted. I mean, 10 years ago, the average daily volume in XRP trading was about $60,000. Today, I don't know, 6 billion?
Higher.
So, those are things that it's gone faster. What hasn't gone faster, which I think the industry, and you're seeing people talk about up here, we have to find utility and not just the trading speculation. And you are seeing, green shoots, to borrow an Obamaism, but I think that is now, particularly the attacks from the SEC, the attacks from the OCC, et cetera, are now behind us. In the United States, I think it's the time to build. It's the time to focus. And there's a number of amazing projects that we see. Some of those have nothing to do with Ripple. Some have nothing to do with XRP. But we're believers. I mean, also something we haven't shared publicly before. We've now invested over $2 billion. Ripple has invested over $2 billion in investments and acquisitions across the crypto landscape.
Wow.
And some of those have nothing to do with XRP. Because if crypto does well, I fundamentally believe Ripple will do well.
Well, that brings me to, let's get back to building, but I wanted to read Brad a tweet and get how you think about it.
This is like a part of the SNL skit?
This is, this is sometimes happens on late night. This is not late night, but this is our redux of it. The tweet that you posted was, "The crypto industry will achieve our goals if we work together." Then I looked at one of the replies. "You are a poo coiner, and we don't want any of your poo coin."
Does it say poo or does it say shit?
It's an emoji.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you just shared your perspective about the industry doing well. What do you think when you see that type of that view or that type of remark in the space?
I mean, look, first of all, that one's gentle. That one's mild. I've read much worse. What I think when I see that is like, that's working against the industry. We want to bring more people into the industry. We want to show the world that we can solve institutional grade problems. Posting you're a shit and you're a shit coin or whatever, it's just like, okay. I mean, I've been in this 10 years. It doesn't even bother me at this point.
Yeah.
I do wish the industry, and I've been saying this for at least 5 years, tribalism, I feel like, is the enemy of progress. It's okay to be tribal in wanting your project to do well. I get it. But this is not a zero-sum game. And when people act in a way that they think somebody else has to lose for me to win, I think I just don't get that. This is such a nascent industry. And like when I look at it and I see on one hand, wow, oh my gosh, I said earlier, it's gone fast because we're at a $3 trillion market.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Woo! So we watched the Brad Garlinghouse reaction video on X. Right now, what we're listening is what happened a couple of minutes ago at Blockworks in New York City. There's a conference right now. There's a summit where Brad Garlinghouse just speaking right now, of course, and finished doing it. And everybody, I mean, as you can tell at the very beginning, people are like, "No way, it's actually true." What we're also seeing is a battle between the sellers right now. Now look, we got to close to 260, and now we are under 250 yet again, indicating that today is gonna be a battle, right? We got the FOMC. It's a risk. We like risk. Some of us really like so much risk, which is fine. So it's gonna be crazy to see. I already have my stop losses just in case, so it's fine, right? I'm willing to take that risk, but I'm just telling you, fam, things are, you gotta be paying attention to the charts a lot, because there's gonna be a lot of green eventually, but we just don't know how bad people want to sell. Can you believe it? People really want to sell and liquidate some of the longs. So I get it, because there's a lot of people super bullish right now, opening 100x positions on XRP, and I get it. So drop a like, fam, subscribe to the channel. Welcome. Very happy to have you. And this is barely starting, so I'm bullish, man. Let's continue.
How do we get to 30 trillion? Mm-hmm. And I don't think that's helping. Yeah. I'll give you one quick funny thing. I saw on X or Twitter yesterday, people typing in, who is, I tested out this feature. You type in, who spreads more disinformation about XRP than anyone else?
This is Grok, you asked.
This is Grok, I asked Grok, correct. Who spreads more disinformation about XRP, one name only?
You got my name?
Did I get your name? I did get a name, a well-known Bitcoiner that I'll leave. You guys can test that out yourself. But look, I fundamentally, I just try to tune some of that out. I will continue to try to be constructive with all these projects. And I think Ripple has a lot of partners. There's a lot of companies we've invested in. And we will continue to try to see the whole industry succeed. And when I go to Washington, I am very much about how do we think about the whole industry's success, and not, the biggest problem has been governments who try to pick winners and losers. And the irony thereof, many crypto people are have a libertarian view of the world, and yet they're libertarian, but they want the government to somehow, right. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, so right. I'm going to keep advocating what I've said for 5 years, that tribalism is the enemy of progress here, and I will support a whole lot of people in this room.
That mindset really resonates with me, and there's so many great people. I think you've been doing it for 10 years, and just before us, Stani and Sergey, who've been working to advance the space and doing great stuff with different projects. So there's a lot of great people who are I think trying to pull the whole industry forward. The last question I wanted to ask you on this topic, and then I want to turn to building, but what is your opinion of Bitcoin, and do you own any?
Look, I'm glad you asked this, because I do think there is both misinformation and disinformation, and people say shit that they know isn't true. I own Bitcoin. I've owned Bitcoin for a long time. I first bought Bitcoin in 2012, coming out of an event when I was first introduced to it. And I am bullish on Bitcoin, period, full stop. I'll leave it at that. Like, there's lots of other things that people say about me, and I don't think I've ever tried to be anti-Bitcoin. There are things around that statement that people will say, oh, well, Brad said Bitcoin is controlled by China. My response to that is, there was a period of time where a vast majority of Bitcoin mining was in China. That is no longer the case, and I think that's good for the industry.
And you own Bitcoin through that period anyway?
For sure, yeah. I don't remember when I last, I've used Bitcoin. I'm not sure I've sold Bitcoin. I've used Bitcoin for various transactions, but I haven't sold it.
Do you remember what you used it for as a transaction? You want to keep that private?
There are times, look, I just recently, I had such a frustrating, I was planning a summer event. I sent a Swift wire transfer. No surprise, it gets lost. I'm emailing, with them. I'm like, look, you could accept Bitcoin, you could accept a stable coin, you could accept XRP, and this would have been done already.
Right.
It was one of these things where 50% of the wire went, I have to do another 50%. I'm trying to convince them for the other 50% that they should take something else, so we'll see.
Right, we'll see. So we talked about building and all the possibilities in this chapter. Ripple has contributed to so many different things. There's custody,
Guys, there's a lot of battles right now. I mean, just see how many people are trying to sell, and which makes sense, you know. I can only imagine. I opened a 15x and a 13x exactly because of that, because I knew my people. I know there's people who are just looking to crush other people's dreams. If I had opened a 50x, liquidated. If I had opened a 100x, liquidated. You see? So just FYI, gotta be careful with that leverage, but we're still in the game. We're still in the game, okay? We're still in the game. This was $1,400. It's back to 200. This is risky, but hey, I'm opening up and being very transparent with you, fam. And I already have my stop losses ready just in case. We're not here to lose money, right? But we want to be risky. Let's continue. This is a pretty nice conversation, right? It's pretty fun. Finally hearing from the CEO. That's really nice.
There's tokenization, there's payments, stablecoin, and then, of course, contributing to the XRP ledger. What are you most excited about today across all those dimensions?
Well, that's a hard one. I mean, look, obviously the stablecoin business, I would say, back to like what has gone fast, the stablecoin ecosystem, I think, has been evolved more quickly and differently than I would have expected 5 years ago, in a very good way. And hats off to Paolo and the team at Tether. Hats off to Jeremy and the team at Circle. I think that the stablecoin payment infrastructure is going to exceed expectations. You know, look, smart people are kind of predicting that the stablecoin business is going to grow 10x in the next 5 years. I'm a believer in that. Ripple just introduced, we jumped into this game as a principal just recently, and we've already exceeded our forecasts for Q1, or kind of ahead of where we expected to be. You're seeing more players listing, which is called Ripple USD, RLUSD. And yeah, look, we're super happy about that. So happy with that momentum. But I don't know that I have a favorite child here. Okay. The custody business has gone very well for us. We have a strength, particularly in Europe, partly because the company we acquired was based in Europe. And so HSBC, BBVA, we've got a bunch of big names using our custody solution, particularly in Europe, but that continues to expand. And then the last thing I'll say on this front in terms of the build, the unlock of the US market. I mean, as you have experienced as well, I mean, the US market has been kind of frozen in terms of financial institutions leaning in. And just in the last few weeks, you're starting to see the ice is thawing, customers are engaging. I'm thinking more on the payment side now, but look, this is where maybe things have gone more slowly than I would have predicted. The payments market is still ripe for change and evolution, and I'm super optimistic about how that's going to play out. It is a multi-trillion-dollar market. It's amazing to me how broken it still is, as my own personal example I referenced earlier. But look, there's so many examples you can point to where you're just like, how is it that we still do it this way? But yet we haven't made that much progress. And so that to me is why one of the many tailwinds which will continue to fuel the crypto market at large this year and beyond.
I wanted to ask you as a subset of that about XRPL. I know that you're not the chief product officer, but one of the things I'm interested in is the EVM sidechain. And what do you think could come from that when that's deployed?
So I'll back up and answer that, but people forget that the XRP ledger was really at introduction, it had an embedded decentralized exchange. At introduction, it had a tokenization engine. We didn't call it a tokenization engine, we called it an issue asset framework. But that's a tokenization engine. It has an embedded AMM. Now, I think anytime you're thinking about development of core L1 technology, you have to. There are going to be trade-offs. There's going to be trade-offs of capabilities and performance, scalability, cost. So XRP has focused on a certain set of use cases, and I think is exceptionally good. And back to our earlier comment, it's not a zero-sum game. There's going to be other L1s that are better at other things. That's awesome. Now, one of the things we were getting a lot of requests for, and I think the XRP community overall was getting programmability as hey, we can't do certain things we think are critical. We introduced some ideas around the ability to support an EVM sidechain last, I think it was sometime in Q4 or early Q4. We are hopeful that that goes live in the first half of this year. Wow. So we shall see. But look, I think there's always going to be this balance of we want the XRP ledger to be exceptional at scalability, speed, and low-cost transactions. And there is I think, a demand to bring other capabilities. And so the support around the EVM sidechain, I think, is going to be great, allowing people who are proficient in Solidity, et cetera, to be able to participate, I think, is going to be great.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think also consistent with some of what you've said before about many flowers blooming, and a space where a lot of things can succeed. I just wanted to go back for 1 second. The different, we talked about custody and tokenization and payments. There are people in the room who are at financial institutions or they're at fintech companies. And
by the way, I bet there's more now than there would have been last year. And that's going to continue, I think.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. And in Bitwise, we see this 2025, I think we've had more engagement from traditional financial institutions than ever before. I think something I often hear, we hear at Bitwise from them is it can be hard to know where to start. And I think, we're talking to them about investment, but I think it's probably even harder sometimes in terms of what service do I build or what integration do I build. Where do you think, what's your pulse on where people are going to start? Are they going to start with payments? Are they going to start with custody? Are they going to start with accepting stable coins? What's your sense of this?
Well, I'll start by telling a quick story that I'll leave unnamed, but back to some of the regulatory, frankly, bullshit we've had to deal with. One of Ripple's payment customers actually debanked. We had deposits. So we're behind their firewall from an infrastructure point of view, and their compliance team decides they can't bank us. During this past administration, we got debanked, which you're kind of like, oh my God, this has got to be, you got to be kidding me.
I remember it.
But look, I think that there will be different strokes for different folks. We are seeing some tier one banks lean into custody as because they have customers and they see the direction of tokenization of real world assets, the need to have a scalable, robust custody solution. For some customers, that is the entree point, and that's one of the reasons why we bought this company a couple of years ago, almost 2 years ago. Others, look, they are fundamentally more of a payments infrastructure play, right? I mean, certainly around remittances and some of the payment providers. And again, U.S. payment providers have not been as proactive around some of these technologies. And I think that may unlock now. So I know it's maybe an inadequate answer in some ways, and I'm not answering the question. I just think it's going to depend upon the type of bank. Some banks think of themselves more as around the custody side of the world. But I do think one of the fascinating things, and I think Sergey on stage earlier was referencing, stablecoin legislation I think is close. I have heard from some tier one banks that they may issue their own US dollar stablecoin. And hard for me to predict how that plays out.
Yeah.
But that also is evidence that they're leaning in a way they haven't before. And again, if there's one thing I would emphasize to this audience, we are underestimating the tailwinds from the shift of the last 6 months. The largest economy in the world has been quite hostile to our industry and is now moving the other direction quickly. And I think we underestimate those tailwinds.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that sentiment. And it definitely feels underestimated. There's so many things I want to ask you, but we have 1 minute. So I think I want to zoom out and ask you sort of a big picture question. 5 years from now, how do you think life will be better for your mother or your brother or your kids because of the work that's taking place at Ripple in the industry?
Yeah.
What do you think? How is the world better for the average person who's not in the industry?
So I love this question, and I love concluding on this question because I think that is the piece that if we lose sight of that, then we've lost sight of the original promise of what we were trying to achieve. What you asked to kind of for my mother and my brother, I'm not sure in the next 5 years that's the key part because my brother and my mother live here in the United States. And I think the profound consumer opportunity is going to be led outside the United States. I have often picked on / observed countries like Argentina, you already go to a restaurant and the pricing has 3 columns of different currencies, and sometimes it includes a crypto within that. I think the consumer use case for the mother, for the brother, is going to be led in countries where, even though the US dollar has deflated by 25% in the last 5 years, That's better than anybody else, almost.
Right,
I mean,
right.
there's a few others that maybe are slightly better. But so I think that we still haven't unlocked some of those things. But when the consumer credit card infrastructure in Argentina is 700 or 800 bips per transaction, that's where you're going to see the revolution hit Main Street in a more profound way than necessarily in Topeka, Kansas, where I grew up. And look, one of the things I think, Team Bitwise have done an unbelievable job bringing more institutions in, making this more institutionalized, because I think we are just getting started.
Right on. Well, on that note, thank you so much, Brad, and thank you to all of you.
Thank you.
Fam. I think that was what, maybe 20 minutes or so, 15 minutes. It was really nice, guys. Happy to have you, everybody. Welcome. Drop a like, fam, if you haven't already. We are surviving the initial sell-offs by a lot of people, as you can tell. What's up, Giovanni? Happy to have you, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for all the donors right now who are joining us in this case. Mansoor, happy to have you, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much. Well, I have two positions open. My stop losses, I'm just adding them here on the charts. And I hope that the buyers are going to be much higher than the sellers. And it's going to make me, more money, because I want the price to go much higher for sure. And I think we can, guys. We can. So this initial sell-offs right now in the last couple of minutes is not where the price of XRP is going to end. I'm really happy to see the green candles right now, because, I mean, just check this out. Just check this out, man. That's so far how it's been doing, mega pump and drop immediately, and then grow, and then a nice retracement. And then what we're trying to do really is break free back to the 400 price. I like that. That's really, really nice. So really happy to have you, everybody. Right now, people are just going insane on X, insane on YouTube. And let me just tell you a few things. Ooh, look at this. Patrick Bet-David, reposting interesting. Also, Brad Garling had just added this one to the comment here. This mention got dropped on the editing floor, but let me also give my effusive thanks to our counsel, especially my personal attorney, Matt, for being a true believer in me, and in our case from the very beginning. And Brad Garling House basically right now is being very thankful to everybody, because, guys, it really happened. And then there's a lot of people that are now being very, very, very bullish in XRP, guys. And of course, all the meme coin holders right now, like Bark, are now very bullish in XRP, which we like that, man. I mean, that's going to help us make more money even. I'm so happy. After 6 years, the XRP finally won the lawsuit. That's what everybody's saying. There it is. So we just watched its entire interview. That was really cool, There's just so much to say, obviously, and today is going to be a good day to make money. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. That's the way we feel right now. Like these brothers kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people saw that earlier today. I was like, what's going on? That was the initial reaction, right? From 220s to 259. It took a few seconds, guys. Maybe a few minutes or so. So people were barely getting those news and saying, what is going on? But now we're trying to build the next pump after all the massacre that sellers are doing to us right now. But the buyers are big, and people are waking up, and people are seeing the news, and people are saying, should I buy XRP right now? And well, I already did. So we're up. Guys, let me go and get some more water. And so I can continue a little bit more comfy, Don't go anywhere, guys. Happy to see you guys. Welcome. And let's continue seeing XRP to the moon. Love you, fam. What did I miss? What did I miss? There you go. Can't believe. Oscar's happy today. Yeah, we're happy, bro. I mean, this is what we've been waiting for such a long time, brother. Got one of this, got more water, turn on the fan, and chilling and enjoying. There's also going to be a conversation by Brad Garlinghouse and Bloomberg at 12 Eastern. So that's going to be something pretty nice. People are going to be watching. Here it is. Literally, exactly what I was saying. Exactly what I was saying. Coming up, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse joins Bloomberg TV to discuss the SEC drop in its landmark crypto case. So in 1 hour from now here in Central Time. So let's set the record straight. Today is FOMC. But today we just got crypto, the final nail in the coffin to the crypto war, right? It's over. What that means is crypto is free. Actually, Ripple is free too. So there's going to be all kinds of great news. And I just wonder if the FOMC is still going to bring a lot of pain to the industry or not. Well, I already bought. So I'm holding the line, baby. Holding the line. Giovanni in the house. Welcome, buddy. Happy to see you. Come on, baby. Pump it up for us. We want to see the 260 not broke. Oh yeah, this is good. No red water, please. Not today. I know, right? Yeah, I got some, bro. I just like my cranberry juice. You know it. We like the cranberry juice. Keep going up. Keep going up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. And don't you know, pump it up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like this. I like this candle so much. So half an hour of let's sell. It's over to back up. Back to 1,000. Back to 1,000 profit. Send it, baby. What I need now is money to keep buying the XRP dip. That's what I need right now. A lot of people. I know. We're not in 2021 or earlier. Crypto reacts only to negative things. That's true. That's true, actually. Jerome Powell about to shake the markets. Yeah, my fam. Things are getting spicy. And I'm so ready. Johnny Deaton, he's in a space right now, if I'm not mistaken. Where is him? Oh, he already ended the space. Oh, wow, it was just 31 minutes. Got it. Okay. I want to go ahead and play it out, see what was the first take on that.
Kevin, thanks. Brad Garling, under God in the world, they still did that. Those are straight up bullying tactics.
That you brought in with your affidavits and the story of real XRP holders. And I think that is what, what swayed the judge to rule the way she did, which then puts us in this position where, the SEC can drop its appeal and we still have a great judgment from Judge Torres that we can fall back on. So congratulations, XRP holders, and also congratulations, John, for your work. I had to say it one more time, man.
Well, I appreciate it. I will share. I wrote in my book. I wrote about this. The Ripple lawyers were fantastic. A lot smarter than me. They make a lot more money than I do as a lawyer. But I battled them sometimes behind the scenes because there's lots of chefs in the. They had like a committee of lawyers, all some of them at $2,500 an hour, and there was a debate of whether or not to use the affidavits. And I was on the phone dropping every F bomb you can imagine. Like, what the fuck do you mean you're considering whether to use them? Now, and it was just, their process at big law firms, the process of partners, they go through it. I'm like, this judge needs to hear that people's life savings has been frozen in IRA accounts. They need to hear that there are users of the technology, developers of the technology that acquired XRP, for non-investment purposes to move money, on the XRP ledger or to buy, go on the decentralized exchange on the DEX and trade and do things. And there are non-investment uses for it. People are accepting it for currency. James Rule XRP was being paid in XRP. And so it's very important for the judge to hear those human stories and get behind the stories behind the 15 billion. We know that 15 billion was lost in, value for XRP holders when the lawsuit was announced, but there's real life stories and faces behind that 15 billion. And so the fact, and I have to thank all the 4,000 XRP holders who took the time to get affidavits. Many of them had notarized. It's a pain in the butt. They go to NOR, get it notarized, and they need to pat themselves on the back because, as you pointed out, Jeremy, the judge cited XRP affidavits in her decision. And what I want everybody to know is that there were over 2,000 exhibits in that case. And if you look at her final decision, she references a couple dozen exhibits. One of them was XRP holder affidavits when she ruled XRP itself is not a security. So XRP holders who joined, the 75,000, the ones that signed affidavits, they need to take a victory lap. Let's get going to James Murphy. Sir, you've been covering this like anyone else, so better than most people. Tell us what your thoughts are.
Well, I'm just so thrilled for the XRP community and for you, John, as well. And I'm totally with Jeremy. I'm not sure this thing turns out this way without your contribution, John, to the fight. And you use the word bully repeatedly on your opening there, and that's the right term. And so I was brought up. My dad was Army veteran, fought in World War II in the Battle of the Bulge, and he taught me as a young kid, you James, do not give your lunch money to the bullies. And so whenever I see somebody, who's out there against tremendous odds and simply refuse to give in, to settle, to hand over their money or their privacy or their integrity to a bully. I really respect that. And I knew very little about the case when I retired from practicing law in 2022. And I saw what was going on in the Ripple case and took an interest in it. And I just saw this bald guy who looked like he could be an enforcer for a bike gang who had intervened in this case in a very powerful way. And I thought, wow, this is really interesting. I want to figure out what's going on here. And so I looked into it and I was like, wow, this is amazing. Is this guy really doing this pro bono? And so I reached out to you, John, but before I did that, I did a little background check. Look, this guy's standing up for thousands and thousands of people and not getting paid for it. What kind of guy is this? I do a background check and I see, oh, it's a United States Marine. And I think, okay, that now makes perfect sense to me. And so I reached out to you. We had a Zoom call. I said, "Hey, John, I can't believe you're doing this. Are you really not getting paid?" And you're like, kind of shrug. Yeah, I'm doing this pro bono. I just felt like this is something I needed to do. And it was at that moment that something like karma or something said to me, at some point, I need to help this guy out. Little did either of us know at that point that you would be running for Senate against another bully, and that I'd have an opportunity to do what I could to help you. But anyway, I wanted to give that little background story. I'm just so thrilled for you, John, and all the people that you represented, and all of the others out there, who took so much ridicule, from the rest of the crypto community. My wife is a big believer in karma, and what goes around comes around. And to see this complete and utter vindication for the whole XRP community and the Ripple team and Garlinghouse and you, John, personally, and all of that, I'm just absolutely thrilled. What a wonderful, wonderful day.
Thanks. Hey, let me comment too about the free stuff. A lot of people know this. When I went after the SEC, I owned a lot more in Bitcoin and even a lot more in Ethereum. And then we uncovered the Ethereum stuff. And when those affidavits came in and people were joining me, I started buying more XRP. To be honest with you, it more like betting on us, betting on the underdog. And to be candid, I got XRP pretty cheap. And so when people say I didn't really make any money, yeah, I didn't make any money legally on fees, but the XRP community joining me and sort of joining this fight made me, double down. So,
The fight, my friends and fam. Thank you so much for the kind donation, Michael. Appreciate it. I gotta change that to a green drink, right? I know. I'll do it for sure. Everybody, almost 2 hours here. This is just the very beginning. People are gonna continue chatting and chatter and dropping all kinds of predictions and bombs and great news. So I'm gonna join that after I eat something because I'm hungry now. I gotta get all the energy back for FOMC happening in a few more hours. So I guess today is gonna be YouTube all the way. So I want to see you here, guys, and let's just enjoy it, man. How many years some people waited for this? In my case, a few months or days or weeks. How many people are gonna be now coming in with questions like, should I buy XRP at 250? Right? It feels really good to be a part of the group that bought at 50 cents. So we're up by $2, man. It's just great news overall. Can we 2x and go to $5? The answer is yes, guys. The answer is yes. I opened a trade earlier today, and we're up almost $1,000 in that. So take some risk if you want. Not financial advice, but I'm going in, man. The time to be scared of the SEC is over. It's time to make money, real money. And I'm going to be here every step of the way with you guys. All right? Green food, Oscar, green food. Did you sleep? I did. But I need more. But today, it's not going to happen. Today, we're going to go all in on everything, guys. So, love you, fam. I want to say thank you so much for your kind support, everybody, to all my 4,000, 5,000 people who joined me today. Everybody, there's all kinds of places for you to watch, and we always thank you for your preference. 4,000 votes. Where will XRP end today? 76% say in the green. We love it. So hopefully this position is going to stand today. That's my goal, right? I don't really want to see it getting destroyed, but this is going to happen in less than 1 hour, but I'll be coming back for FOMC and maybe some more video updates. I'll see you next time. I'll see you soon later today, guys. Let's be bullish. Thank you, fam. Let's go, XRP. Breaking news. The case is closed or basically over, which is really, really nice. By the end of this week, we should be able to see the final price for XRP, and I hope we're now getting very, very close to $3 higher. And there it is. Have a good one, fam. Thanks so much for coming in. Let's go. Cheers.